Hey, yo. Jeez. Can't read that one out loud.
You're in it now.
There you go. That's cute. That's groovy, right?
Yeah.
I think I've said this, but you know what that sounded? No, I'm just kidding. There you go. You know what that sound is, all right?
No, don't even tell me.
Come on, you know what the
tell
sound
me.
is.
Please tell me.
You know what the sound is.
No.
If you listen close, there's a sound of a big spin in the
an
intro.
actual skateboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear the roll away.
I actually knew that.
You had me going, bro. I thought you didn't know. Whatever, dog.
Aura farming.
Yeah, there we go. Damn.
Did the intro.
We did the intro.
No. The
Bigspin Podcast live podcast.
Yeah.
Bigspin Podcast live podcast. I am FB.Chris Facebook.Christopher.
Yeah.
This is Christian from Kalye. This is Jake Patrick FB, not to be confused with Anne Hathaway.
okay.
And we're live in Kalye headquarters right now. We wanted to go live because in a couple weeks we are actually going on a trip together. The tripod traveling together. Jakepfb, where are we going?
We're going to Boston. We're going to Flatface Rendezvous. What number is it? I don't really.
Dude, don't ask me.
30, 35, 37?
I don't remember either.
One of the high 30s?
High 30s.
High 30s.
Mid 30s.
Yeah. Mid 30s. Like,
shut up. Shut your mouth. And then this is your first time.
This is my first time.
Wow.
First time in VOUS.
Damn.
First time in Boston.
There you go. Taking the V. Well, let's not go there. Never mind.
let's pause on
And yeah, going to Boston. That's crazy. But also, too, same weekend.
Same weekend's FBCON.
FBCON.
Ooh.
Number
three.
Number three.
Number
I almost said
three.
number two. Number three.
No.
Number 3.
Dude, the weekend where it's like Rendezvous, after VOUS, FBCON, and then there's still a session in the lobby. It's crazy.
It is.
No sleep is.
And
gonna
we're
be
getting
taking
it. We're getting in Thursday.
Yeah.
We're gonna go eat. Then we have a cool little
Side mission.
We have a side mission, a little
Side
side quest.
This is not a side.
Wait, are you gonna say it on this pod or nah?
I mean, I think it's obvious that it's gonna happen. I don't want to say it yet, but
Okay.
it's obvious.
Yeah, it's an interview.
So you're
It's an interview. We're doing. I'm doing a lot of pods. Okay. So just to put a few out there, I'm doing the TP Dex pod.
nice.
Right.
I'm doing the Unique Dex pod.
Sweet.
Ooh.
I'm doing
Mallory.
I'm redoing the Teak tuning pod.
Okay.
You
That
were
was
there.
the first one.
That was the first one. People don't know that. The
First
lore.
ever pod was.
We're doing the
Tuning
Dude Guy pod,
Dude guy.
funeral pod.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a
we're doing
lot.
the
Hefty.
USAFBL pod.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be
really
sick.
cool. Okay.
And then the Juggernaut. Pause on the Juggernaut, but
This is the final. This is the final boss.
the final boss,
The final
fingerboarding
boss.
final boss.
This
He's
is
sitting
7
down.
full podcasts.
Full podcast.
Wait,
in 4
all
days.
First one is
full?
Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 4 or 5 of them on Friday,
Uh-huh.
and then maybe like one Saturday night, mid Saturday. So it's gonna be crazy. And that's not even including the mini pods.
That's
Oh
what
my
I was gonna
gosh.
ask. I was wondering if they were mini or
No,
straight.
the
full
ones that we
set.
just named are full on pods.
Why is he counting with his fingers? Because sometimes I can't keep track in my mind.
Yeah. Don't blame
exciting.
him.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Don't blame him.
are you gonna say it?
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, I think final boss is given.
Final boss is they know who I'm gonna be interviewing. The final boss.
Yep.
Wait.
I can't wait to find out who he's gonna smash, marry, kill.
Do you know who you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Who?
I can't leak that.
Actually, that's a good idea. I don't leak it.
Yeah, I don't want to, because if by chance he sees this later, I don't want him to be ready.
That's good. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
More
That's
time
true.
to think.
That's true.
Think
More
right
time
on
to
his
think.
toes.
Yep. Keep it that way.
Christian, how are you
Yep.
feeling in regards to your first rendezvous trip?
Excited.
Are you really?
We're gonna see new. Well, I'm gonna see a new place.
Hell yeah.
But then with fingerboarding,
Yeah.
all of the parks there, they used to be just. I just watched this on YouTube.
Mythical.
They're like, I'm not even close or thinking that I can touch these parks, right? But then in a month or like a few weeks from now,
Bro,
Oh my gosh,
2 weeks.
is it actually just 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. I'm
Yeah.
touching
2
all
weeks,
of
baby.
them. Ah.
Yo.
Hey, the
We gotta
parks,
someone
the
clip
parks.
that.
The
Someone
parks.
clip that and
Hey,
just
the parks.
The parks.
The parks.
the park. Don't clip that. Clip the other part.
Yeah.
Clip the other part.
How many rendezvous have you been to?
You put me on the spot, Jake. I don't know how to count. 2. I've been to 2.
You've been to 2?
Been to 2.
Really?
Yeah.
I
2 with you.
I thought
Oh, no, 1 with you.
1 with me.
I've only been 1 with you and then 1 with Clay. It was just Clay and I.
Oh.
I've
So then
only
he
been to
did
2.
that too.
So I've been to 2 April I've been to 2 April VOUS.
Okay.
Last April and the April before. I don't do November just because it's
Cold.
close to Christmas. Yeah, it's cold. I got the nips that need extra chapstick in the winter, so pause. You know how it goes.
Cool.
Yo, Christian.
I'm not gonna pause on that one.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Listen, what about FBCON?
I was there on the first FBCon.
Right.
You were on. You were there.
Of course. I did a fucking panel.
Hey,
Damn.
Hey, okay, I'm sorry because I was working the whole time.
Okay.
The only panel the only panel I saw was yours actually.
There you go.
I just remembered. And then yeah, that was fun, but I think it's completely different
Yeah.
because it's a different scene.
I feel it.
So like
Pause on the I feel it, but
we can all,
there it is.
feel it.
Let's do it.
But yeah, with the whole FBCon over there, I'm excited.
Are you really?
I'm not. I don't even want to watch videos of or rewatch videos.
Yeah.
To see the parks. I want to go there and be like, this is in our lobby,
Damn.
and then just like
No, honestly, the people don't realize this, but the weekend of what's going on, the hotel is like the place to be.
Yeah.
From what I've heard,
The lobby's
I
like
remember-
popping until like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yep. Yep.
It's crazy.
I have a theory that some people don't even get a hotel room.
They
I'm
just
not
stay-
saying to do this, but they just stay up all night.
They just stay up all night
'Cause
fingerboarding.
I've seen it. I went
Yeah.
to go get M&Ms at like 4 in the morning.
That's what I was.
That
gonna
is
say.
true.
Same people down there just fingerboarding.
Same people.
That's what I was gonna say. The story when you said that story, I was like, Loki, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They feel like crap probably the next day.
Yeah, well, live and learn.
It's a price to pay. Save some money.
There you go. Listen, through this pod, right, or through this live pod, we're gonna have a couple friends jump in with us, give us some insight on the weekend. I want to talk about FingerboardCon first.
Okay.
If anyone in the chat is going to FingerboardCon, or even if you're not, and you have questions for the people hosting FingerboardCon, now is the time to drop those questions in the chat. We are going to reach out to one of like 3 or 4 of like the head people from FingerboardCon and ask a couple questions. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Mystery caller. Hopefully they answer.
That would be embarrassing.
That would no, not embarrassing. That'd be embarrassing for them. They know we're calling.
Oh.
All right. Here we go. Let's see. Damn, can you imagine he doesn't answer? He's not going to answer.
He's pooping.
He's probably pooping.
He's like mid-wipe right now. He's like, no!
Mid-wipe. One more ring and we got to hang up.
Midwipes.
Oh, you're going to double call.
Your call has been forwarded to an
Yikes.
automated voice messaging system.
Imagine
Yep.
they had a
Can't do it.
voicemail.
Can't do it. Well, I don't want to leave my voicemail.
Okay.
All right, here we go. We're trying one more. We're going to get someone on the horn for FingerboardCon. They can't run from these questions, all right?
Run.
We're doing it.
Oh, you getting a call? There's a lot of noises happening right
A
now.
lot of noises.
Sorry,
Someone's
guys.
calling you back.
Hello?
Here. Yo.
Yo, is this Vito from 6Skates?
Yo!
Yes, it is.
Vito!
Vito from 6Skates. Coming
Vito.
from the basement.
Las Vegas.
Damn, from the basement?
Basement, bro. They got me downstairs.
Dude, are you pressing wheels?
I can neither confirm or deny. That's
Damn, he's gearing up. He's gearing up for the con.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gearing up. That's right.
Damn, Vito, you are live on the
Yo.
Big Spin podcast right now. I am with Christian from Kalye. I'm with Jake, Patrick Mahomes, FB.
Yep.
And we're calling because, we have some questions about FingerboardCon.
Hey, Christian. Hey, Jake.
What's up, Vito?
Big
Oh,
bad
what's
Vito.
up, guys? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for your questions. Yeah.
Yo,
Let's,
so
let's
let me
tell the
ask you.
people what they want to know.
Let's do it. Let's do it. First question, right out the gate. What's with the space, Vito? Everyone's questioning the space of the hotel. Why didn't we get a bigger venue?
It's we were pleasantly surprised at how well the ticket sales went. We had a feeling it was going to sell out, but it happened sooner than we thought. Like within the first week, we knew this thing was going to be huge, and not everybody that wanted to get in was going to get in. But yeah, so we tried to give as many warnings as we could. But the space is the space, and we're planning to expand for next year. So hopefully we can fit some more people in.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
I love
You've
that.
been to that space, right?
Yeah, we were there last year. No, last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there last year.
Yeah.
Last year, yeah. So it's like the whole perfect. The people are awesome, and it was just the best fit for FingerboardCon when we started, and hopefully we can work out something to get some extra space there so we can stay there. If not, we'll have to find a new location.
Hell yeah. Vito, what would be the as far as like a brief overview, because obviously tons of stuff goes into coming up with like events like this, or not so much coming up, but planning them. Give us a super high level overview of what you've been doing for the past, 6 months to a year planning this thing.
High level is so first of all, setting up the whole sales system and promotion. We're doing that as a team, and then communicating with hotel to make sure all the dates are locked in, and they've gone through a couple of these like fingerboard weekends with us, so they know what to expect. But we gave them the heads up it's going to be crazier this time. So they're doing their planning. Unfortunately, lots of communications with people who didn't get their tickets, and trying to explain why, which has been really tough. If I'm going to be honest, I wasn't expecting that was going to be so hard, but we're sympathetic, but we got hard limits on how many people we can have in the spot.
I get it.
Other than that, it's just like day to day answering questions and
Hell yeah.
and planning for stock and all that type of stuff.
There you go. Last question for you, Vito. Yeah. We know FingerboardCon 4 is going to be overseas, and that's great. We'll talk about that on the actual full FingerboardCon pod. But tell us, are we going to get another FingerboardCon in Southern California?
Oh man, I would love that. Yeah, but we'll have to see. We're a little overwhelmed with the planning right now for this con. No con. I haven't thought about that. Planning for this con, and then Barcelona is like the first one in Europe. Crazy. So there's lots of obstacles that we didn't anticipate that we're trying to solve. But it would be awesome. I'd like to come up to California again for sure.
I love it. All right, Vito, love you, big dog. Thanks so much for hopping on the pod. We definitely need to catch up again.
Bye, Vito. Miss you.
Bye, Vito.
Yeah. Stoked to see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Yes, all right, see you, buddy.
Peace.
All right, be good.
See you, boss.
Bye. We got a message from Clayton in the group chat.
What did he say?
The live stream. Missed call from FB Chris.
Oh man.
So
he was wiping. I think you were right.
Yeah.
Chat. Ask the chat how the audio sounded though. Just make sure we're still good. Everything's still good. Can they hear Vito?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Does anyone have any questions for FingerboardCon?
For FingerboardCon.
Yeah, and real quick, when I fake blew the load on you, I totally forgot we're on cam, bro. Vito's talking, and I'm just like, I'm like, we're on cam.
We both went like
they
this
can
at the same
see
time.
me.
We went the same time.
Man, God, sorry about that live. We'll have to cut that on YouTube, but live, bro, that's just the way my brain works when we're not.
Clip that one.
No.
Yes.
All right, whatever. Listen, we're diving back in. We got to get Clay on the phone. Okay. And we got to know what's going on with the attendance. Do you see a bunch of people giving him crap about the space?
Oh no. It
the
was
space.
The tickets that
the tickets selling out, but obviously like the space and stuff. So the people want to know. We got to get Clay on. We need an explanation. And if anyone's going to give it to us, it's going to be Claythian. Hello?
Yo.
Hi, can I speak with
the Mini Mart?
Can I speak with the Mini Mart?
Called the wrong number, big dog.
Oh, damn.
Are we live on air?
We are live on air with the Kalye, with Mother Kalye and Jake Patrick Mahomes FB, aka Anne Hathaway.
What's up, internet?
Yo, we just spoke to Vito, obviously with FingerboardCon, there's a lot that goes into it, but obviously you and Blackriver and Flatface and 6Skates, you guys are like the main heads putting it together. We had a couple questions for you. We're wondering if we could pick your brain for a few minutes.
Okay.
All right.
What's Gucci?
We're diving in. All right. We need to know, can we expect another FingerboardCon in SoCal sometime in this lifetime?
Oh yeah, for sure. It'll come back to SoCal.
Okay.
The goal as of right now, which I don't know if you can hear my printer printing in the background, but the goal as of right now is to do 2 a year.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
As of right now, which I don't even know if we've made this public.
Exclusive.
But yeah, if this is not supposed to be public, I'm sorry, Vito. I'm sorry, Blackriver.
Yeah.
But
everyone get ready to clip this.
The goal as of right now is to do 2 a year. April will always be in Boston at Rendezvous. So like April is kind of like the home base. It just makes sense to partner up with, Mike Schneider, and it just makes sense to kind of like make those together. So April will remain in Boston, and then the secondary event is what we're calling kind of like an experimental location, will change every year. So this first one has already been announced. It's going to be in Barcelona, Spain. That's going to be nuts. There's still a lot of work going on behind the scenes for that one. But yeah, so, this one will be in Spain. And then obviously next April, we'll be back in Boston. And then whenever we do another one, it will be somewhere else. And the goal for those is really just to kind of experiment with different scenes. So obviously Barcelona was a big one because that takes care of a lot of people who have never had anything like this. I would really I've been pushing just internally to do the Philippines because I think it would be sick.
Yeah.
I think Christian has definitely shown me in the past that there's a big scene in the Philippines and it's definitely worthwhile to go there. Obviously Kalye kind of being from there, and a lot of there's probably 6 or 7 brands we carry at the mini mart that are from that area. So I think there's definitely a scene there, and I think there's potential there. I know Ollie really wanted an excuse to go to Japan, so that would also be sick. I'm not super familiar with their scene, but I know there are a few shops out there that carry our stuff, so that's always got potential. And then obviously California would be kind of in that experimental category just because it will be the secondary one to the Boston one. The Boston one just makes more sense to have it be the base because so many people traveled there anyways for Rendezvous that it just kind of makes sense to piggyback on top of it. And then obviously the California one would just be on its own. We've also kind of looked into other places in the US just to try and see what other kind of things we can come up with. But yeah, long story short, it will definitely come back to California. When will it come back to California? I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Last question for you. This seems to be the most popular question that everyone was responding with. In regards to
the ticket?
Yeah, the tickets, in regards to the sizing, why, and this is the internet asking, but if last year went so well and it was so big, why essentially not plan for a bigger location if we kind of see the pattern of Rendezvous, especially in April, getting bigger each and every time? Was that a misjudgment? Was that an oversight? Or was it just kind of it worked out so well last year, just kind of keep it going? What do you think?
Well, I mean, the main thing with most events is consistency, right? So the goal is not to move the event every year. The goal is to have a consistent place that we can do year after year after year. If you look at Comic-Con, right? Comic-Con has been in the San Diego Convention Center for, I don't know, 3 decades. And when the event sells out, it sells out. And it's kind of, yes, could they expand to possibly a larger convention center? Yeah, I'm sure there's larger ones out there, but the idea is like San Diego Comic-Con happens in San Diego and it happens at the convention center, and people plan this every year. They plan months, years in advance, planning their trips and their vacations around going to this event. Obviously, it sucks that there were people that didn't buy a ticket and will not be able to get in. One thing that we're definitely going to work on next year is actually setting up like a real ticketing system to where, people will be able to buy a ticket, and then if they end up not going, they'll sell the ticket to somebody else. Right now, we're not really able to do that because the infrastructure is not there.
Yeah.
Granted, this is only the third time we've done this, so it's still new. It's also like a partnership between myself, Vito, and Blackriver, which 2 out of 3 parties are not located in the US. So like having a shop built for that is also kind of complicated because it's 3 different currencies in 3 different places.
Yeah.
So the infrastructure is not quite there yet, but it will be. And hopefully as the infrastructure gets better, the ticket sales will kind of go better. But it's hard to judge, right? Because if you have 200 people one year and then the next you have 250 people, that doesn't mean that there's going to be 300 people the next time, right? Like obviously you can kind of estimate and you can guess, but I don't think any of us really expected us to hit capacity so fast. Last year at FingerboardCon 2, we were under capacity the whole time. Like it wasn't an issue. So it was a lot of people, but the hotel can handle a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's just this time we had a huge influx of people. And I mean, to be honest, like I understand like from the customer perspective, this looks like a negative thing, but for like the scene as a whole, like it's pretty incredible that we created an event that sells out at all. Like, that's pretty massive, right? Obviously, Rendezvous is big, and Rendezvous has probably gotten close to capacity or maybe you've gone over it, but it's different when you own a building outright because like a city inspector has to come, right? Like we're doing this kind of on the back of a hotel that has rules and has laws, and if they get in trouble, the hotel gets shut down. So like they're obviously going to enforce these rules more than, at the mini mart. Like technically, even though it's outside, we have a capacity.
Yeah.
Do we break that capacity all the time?
When Shreddermania happens.
Yeah, right. Like it's kind of I'll just say no comment on that, right? But it would have to take like a city inspector worker to come by during that time and see us breaking that rule for us to get in trouble, right? The hotel is much more secure just because it's a business and it's not our business. So we have to abide by their rules. They've been a really great partner in all this. Kind of another little sneak peek snidbit I'll give you guys for the podcast is that we've actually worked with the hotel this year to create an entire menu just for FingerboardCon. So like they're having the kitchen make custom meals just for us that are all like fingerboard themed.
Damn.
So
if we're not getting fingerboard fish sticks, I'm gonna riot.
Yeah, right. Like the hotel has been a really great partner in this. So like we don't necessarily want to just like abandon ship and go get a bigger place. It's also it's kind of going to be an interesting dilemma because the difference between the place that we have now and a larger place is like a huge difference, right?
Yeah.
Like to go from a hotel that has like a 400 person capacity to like the convention center that has like a 20,000 person convention. Like, it's like, there's not like a whole lot of middlemen. Yeah. It's like we either have it at the hotel and we're maxed the fuck out and, it's like a concert. Buy your tickets. And if you don't buy a ticket, then you're not going to be able to go. Or we go to this massive convention center or a place similar to that, and it's like not affordable for us to go, or we have to make the prices $50 to get in. And like no one wants that either. It's kind of it's not exactly a black and white process, and we're doing our best. And all graces go to Vito. Like, Vito has been planning this and trying to figure shit out, and it's like he's not really used to getting this kind of feedback either, so I know it's been a lot on him, but we're doing the best we can, and that's all we can do, and hopefully people come out and have fun. And it's kind of, obviously it sucks that not everyone's going to be able to get in, and trust me, if there was like a way that we could just turn the switch on and get more people in, obviously we would do that. Like, the goal is to have everybody come hang out. But there's certain constraints that we're kind of stuck with, and the hotel is the biggest one because we have to go by their rules.
Understandable. Clay, thank you so much for giving us the insight. We will see you in 2 weeks, Boston.
Sooner.
Holy moly! I haven't even started. I haven't even started prepping stuff yet.
No,
Oh,
dude, I know. Jake hasn't even started prepping his chonies or anything, so we got a lot to do. All right,
we got
Clay.
A whole lot of packing to do.
Whole lot of packing. All right, Clay. Well, thanks so much, Clay. Thanks for being on the Big Spin and talking about FingerboardCon Thrace.
Thank you.
Bye, Clay.
Bye, podcast world.
Later.
Clay.
Later, guys.
Dude, he's the best. Sorry, guys. I knew that was going to happen. Sorry, guys. Listen, now we talked about FingerboardCon. We got to talk about Rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
Oh,
Rendezvous. And this is your first one.
This is my first one.
This is your first one.
Stoked.
We need some tricks and tips on how to navigate your first rendezvous.
Okay. I would want to know, like, a survival guide.
You want a survival guide?
Yeah. Who should we call for that one?
I think I will ask the chat if they know. Who should we call, chat?
Who should we call for a rendezvous survival guide?
Who are you gonna call?
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Not quite Ghostbusters.
Mike Schneider.
Dude, wouldn't that be sick if Mike just popped on the pod?
Yep. Crazy.
That would be crazy.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what up, Mike?
What's up?
How's it going?
What's going on, buddy? What's going on? It's Chris.
Just
I'm here with
eating some dinner.
eating some dinner. Is it a steak?
No, I just finished. No, we had some pork, rice, and veggies.
Damn.
Nice.
Sounds fire.
I got hungry.
I did
know.
too.
Yo, Mike, I'm here with Christian from Kalye. I'm here with Jakepfb.
What's up?
We're giving you a call because Christian's never been to a rendezvous.
That's crazy.
First time.
Very crazy. I was calling because I want to know what can Christian expect, or not just Christian, but anyone who's going to rendezvous for the first time.
First timers.
What can they expect? Give us like a high overview of what rendezvous looks like in April.
Yeah. So what you can expect is basically you pull up to this warehouse and the parking lot's completely full, and you'll probably see a line of people going throughout the whole street practically, and there's like just infinite people. The building is like overflowing with fingerboarders, and once you get in, there's just so many parks everywhere, and like it's like a sea of people, but you'll find a spot and fingerboard, and then it's just like super crazy and awesome because all the parks you've seen in the videos, they're all there, and you'll see like so many faces you recognize from videos, and like people from all over the world and all over the country are there. Just like super epic.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. Mike, are we letting the beard grow back out to hopefully get it back for rendezvous, your little goatee?
No, I don't think so. Probably not. I've been shaving lately.
Dude,
Randomly.
Don't shave. I kind of like the Miguel Schneider. It looked nice.
The funny thing is that everybody complimented the beard so much, but then when I shaved it off, my fiance was like, this is way better. So I got to do what she likes. And I like it better too. It's like, I think I look kind of weird with it, but it's funny because a ton of people were complimenting me on the beard.
It looked
like,
great.
Way
I was
more
going to
than
ask
ever.
for tips. Yeah, because I still have kind of like a little holy beard, but yours is growing in nice and full. We need it back.
Thanks. Yeah. For tips, I don't know. Like, I just decided one time, I was like, I want to just see what happens if I kind of don't shave it. And then it was like the winter time, so we weren't really like doing much. So I was like, all right, if it looks bad for a while, like not that many people are going to see it. So it's fine. Because I feel like in the beginning, it looks pretty bad until it gets to a certain point that it like thickens up and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of did nothing. And then eventually, like I trimmed it like twice throughout the whole time. That was about it.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Mike, if people were trying to decide whether to go to Rendezvous in April or November, which would you say would be the better first timers rendezvous?
It depends on the person. So if you're super social and excited and you don't mind like really, really big crowds, then go to April, because April is like when the most people go. So you'll be more excited to like see a ton of people. And then if you are a little bit kind of more reserved or shy or whatever, like November might be the one for you, because in November, it's still huge in November, but it's a little bit more relaxed and the weather's a little bit colder. And yeah, like most of the people that come internationally come in April for like the super good weather and stuff. But yeah, some people like the November one because it's a little more chill. Or if you want it to be super, super relaxed, you can come to a store session that we do monthly. And that's usually like 50 people or something.
Hell yeah. Are you going to be hanging out at FingerboardCon 3?
Yep, I will be there.
Heck yeah. Any chance for a Mike Schneider panel, a Flatface panel?
50% chance. We'll find out.
That'd be
50
awesome.
is pretty good.
50 is pretty
That'd
good.
be pretty good.
Dude, Mike, thanks so much, buddy. We're going to see you in a couple weeks. I know we got some cool stuff planned, so we'll see you then. We just wanted to check in about Rendezvous, but thanks for hopping on the pod.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks for having me.
Bye, Mike.
All right, see you, Mike.
Later.
See you guys soon. Bye.
Later, buddy. We for sure got to bring back.
I was almost gonna hit the.
We got to put. You should have hit the buy, bro.
Man, he's like, what the heck?
Yeah, we got a petition to bring back the Mike Schneider, the beard, the goatee.
The goatee.
I'm telling you, dude, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
Bro, I'm just going to say.
Say it.
I'm just going to say.
Go ahead.
Say it.
I've never had a conversation with Mike, never met him, right?
Okay.
And then it's like, this is live on my ears right now, and
Yeah.
he's talking to us. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to be like, you know,
Bro, I kind of saw you disassociating when he was on the phone. It was like he was talking, and I felt like you were here.
I
like your
was.
spirit was up here floating, watching the pod.
You know what I was doing? Oh, you know what I was doing up there? I was going like this because I was like, oh my gosh, it's Mike. It's
Fucking
It's
Miguel,
Migs.
The fucking Miguel Schneider, bro.
No, but
The Flatface final boss.
see, that's just a phone call. When I meet him, it's like,
Oh yeah,
You just
it's
like-
mythical, dude. The red glasses is just.
Oh yeah. We played a game of
Chef's
skate
kiss.
with him in his house when he was wearing those glasses.
Oh, dude.
I could not stand myself. I was like,
Yeah, it was rough. Do that sound again?
yeah, do it again.
Yeah, it was rough. What did he miss though? And I only bring this up because so many people get like butthurt when they miss this trick in the game of skate. What did he miss right in front
half
of
the
everyone?
time I missed this trick.
What did he miss?
It's a kickflip.
He missed a kickflip. And what did he say?
Dang it.
And then he just kept rolling. He's the man. Even Mike Schneider misses kickflips every now and then. But guess what? He landed every single double
Oh
flip.
yeah.
God damn.
After that, it was just game over.
Dude, Mike Schneider's the best.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to Rendezvous, guys. I'm looking forward to the trip.
I'm stoked. I love being on the plane ride to go there because I'm like, this is gonna be a crazy weekend.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do so much stuff. I'm not gonna sleep at all.
Well, okay, cool. I have a question.
Yeah.
When is the parks gonna be in the hotel?
Oh, dude, they start loading them in like Thursday.
Yeah.
So no joke, like 6Skates. Last time we went, when we got there, we rolled up with like it was me, Jake. I think Casey was with us.
Casey, Dylan,
Ruley,
Really.
and we all rolled up together at like 9:00 at night. We got there at the same time. The Knife Dudes and Blackriver were getting there. I think they were already there, but they were getting back from somewhere, maybe dinner. And we all walked in together, and there was a massive crowd in the lobby already session parks.
Yeah.
And we just hung out there. So
We met Nick Deemer for the first time.
yeah, we met
I
Nick.
was
So
like,
listen,
"Whoa."
the goal for the weekend is everyone that's going, get to the hotel. Even if you're not staying there, at least go hang out in the lobby for a little bit. Obviously, be cool, be respectful, but like it's a party, dude.
It is. You don't
I'm
want to
looking
sleep.
forward.
You don't want to sleep.
No.
I got 20 from let's see. I forgot if it was Rendezvous to FBCON or whatever, but I got 20 minutes of sleep one night because I was so excited. So
That is true.
there's that.
That is true. And that was right before FingerboardCon.
And I had to do laundry too, so I was
Yeah.
yeah for that.
You remember that?
Doing laundry?
Dude, no, you remember? I almost forgot. So, okay, so I was the MC for FingerboardCon 2.
Oh, yeah.
I almost forgot. We were up till like 4 in the morning, almost 5 in the morning. I forgot it was so early. And I was like, wait a minute. In a couple hours, I got to start talking to people.
Yeah.
And bro, it was like 5, 6 in the morning. I was like, okay, got to go to bed.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Fingerboard.
Yeah, what we're going to be, we're going to do.
Jolene says, who's bringing Uno this time?
Anyone but Ruli. Anybody but Ruli. Shout out Ruli because he pulverized us.
He's a great Uno player, but
oh, dude, shout out Ruli, big dog. He had us on the ropes.
Yeah, he did.
You're still hurt about it, aren't you?
A little bit.
A little bit. Well, it's never been the same. It's never been the same. God, guys, I don't want to put it out there too much, but what can you tell us about the special edition decks we're taking?
It's so hard to advertise. Okay, I don't want to say it won't be. That's out in the open, right?
Right.
But so a few years ago, I was supposed to go to Rendezvous and I was gonna bring Mike some boards.
Yeah.
And these boards were special because they were the Flatface shield emboss on them, like a thick one.
Yeah.
But I couldn't go to VOUS because I had either midterms or finals at the time. And then when I was gonna go for sure,
yeah,
it was pandemic. So then I was like, I guess I'm never going to VOUS. But then, so with these boards, eventually, when Jake went last year, I told him to bring Mike's half just to kind of elevator pitch it or like just give it like, hey,
right.
I would love to collab with Flatface, and here's the board. So it's not just
so
like
there's 8 boards that you made
roughly
that are Kalye boards embossed with the
shield,
the for Flatface
logo. Yep.
So super rare.
Mm-hmm.
Mike has half. Send half with Jake.
Mm-hmm.
We'll hear about your failure in a minute. we'll talk about your failure in a minute, Jake.
We'll talk about this
but
later.
okay, so you made those because you wanted to instead of just saying, "Hey, Mike, can we collab?" You wanted to give him something physical and say, like, "Yo, I'm this serious about it."
Yeah, because I'd rather give something already and conceptualized, and you can touch it, you can keep it, you can use it for fingerboarding.
Hold on,
no pause.
Yeah, that's like a pause every damn near.
No pause. I don't care. No pause.
Okay.
Anyway,
So
yeah, and then so then Mike got it.
Yeah.
okay,
Mike
wait, pause there.
Wait.
I'll stop there.
Isan Credito.
Yikes!
Oh no!
What?
Are you getting a
someone's
call?
calling my phone.
Should we just let it go?
Yeah, we just let it go.
This is
Kinda nice.
This is a commercial.
It'll be over in like 4
This is a
seconds.
commercial.
Yeah.
We're taking a break.
I
love that you're getting a call right now.
I silent my phone.
Is this the old school ringtone for Apple?
It is. I always keep the same ringtone.
Damn, I gotta bring it back, bro.
I like
that
the,
hits.
I like
Okay.
the older ringtone. But yeah, so I wanted to be just like, hey, this is the board, Mike, and I wanted to be stoked and like, hey,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah,
But then I couldn't go. But then
Damn.
now,
but okay, wait.
Okay,
So
let's
you
go.
couldn't go.
Yeah.
So real quick, brief overview. So you made the Flatface Kalye decks.
Mhm.
You made roughly 8 of them.
Mhm.
You sent Jake to Rendezvous with 4 to give to Mike.
Yep.
Because you want the collab, right? But you
Yeah.
don't want to just
Oh,
be
he
like,
only
hey.
sent me one.
Oh,
He sent
okay.
me with one of them.
But you don't want to just, hey, I want to collab. You want to put something in Mike's hand, pause,
Yep.
and you want him to like see that you're serious.
yeah.
Okay. Now, Jake,
Yeah.
go ahead and tell us about your monstrosity fail.
So I kept the Kalye Flatface board in my slush bag. We went to Mike Schneider's house. I left my slush bag at the hotel. Didn't have the board. We played skate with Mike. That would have been a perfect opportunity to give it to him.
Perfect. He even had the red glasses on.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Forgot it.
He
And then
destroyed us all in the red
then
glasses.
I forgot it at Rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
And then at FBCON, I gave it to his mom because he wasn't there yet. Maybe he was. I just didn't see him.
And hopefully Mama Schneids remembered to hand it off to Miguel.
So,
Yeah. So technically,
Lo siento.
we don't know.
That's Korean for I'm sorry.
Korean is diabolical. So I'm curious. I don't know if he has it. I don't know. He never mentioned anything about it.
Someone asked Mike. We should all just DM Mike and say, hey, did you get the Kalye board from your mom that Jake gave her? Yeah, that's a wild story.
mom.
Yeah, so
Jake's mom.
so we
Mike's
don't-
mom.
like, what if it's missing now? Like, we don't
Yeah.
know who has it.
Yeah.
That's my fault. So,
So, but either way, the point of the story is you had 3 left.
Yep.
We got them all painted up
Yep, we did.
and ready to go.
we sure did.
It's ready. You sounded like the whale from Finding Dory when you're trying to figure out. Yeah, we're trying to figure out the sonar. Damn. Final thoughts on the Rendezvous weekend.
Anytime it's Rendezvous paired up with FBCON. Well, anytime it's Rendezvous, it's a great time. But plus FBCON, it's like the weekend that you don't want to miss. So
What are you looking forward to most?
the plane ride. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the plane ride.
Gosh, just the hotel sessions.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, or Cracker Barrel. Going there,
Ooh.
get some pancakes. Very
Some
good.
pancakes
Very good.
Where's the
Love
lobster?
it.
Where's the lobster rolls?
You gotta go
at?
in the city for
in
that.
the city. We're doing that for sure.
100%.
For sure.
Lobster.
I love it. Yeah, no, I'm with Jake. I think just meeting you reach a new level of brain power when you realize that you don't go to Rendezvous in April to fingerboard. You go for the homies.
So you're like,
You know
I know
what I
you.
mean? Yeah.
Everyone.
I've given up trying to sesh. Every time I go, like if you look back on my page, you'll get like a half-ass edit because it's just like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'll take it. I'm just trying to get off this damn table and go outside and talk to people.
Last Rendezvous, a bunch of
Why'd you say it like that?
last Rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
We filmed a edit on a boxed water bottle as like a ledge.
That was with the funeral guys, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
It was
dude.
a really sick edit.
Christian, it's your first time going. What are your expectations
For both or
for both the weekend?
For Rendezvous, I mean, the legendary parks.
Yeah.
Like parks from like when he was younger to like present time. Like
yeah.
I still remember those parks. So the parks, meeting new people. Again, we've been going to SoCal events for a long time. So it's like, we see the usual faces, not as a bad thing, but then there it's like new faces and then new brand or like brands that I've never met in person. So that's exciting. And then for FBCON, I would say, I mean, same thing except different parks. So, and also just there's probably
Hanging
gonna be,
out.
yeah.
And that you've never been, so like a bunch of people are gonna be stoked to like hang out with you and meet you and stuff like that. Are you gonna be bringing decks to be slinging?
Yes, I'm bringing
Damn.
boards.
Christian's gonna
for
be slinging his
both.
decks
Hey, yo.
on the East Coast.
Also,
On the East Coast.
whenever
I just every time I say that, I always just gotta go Midwest.
Midwest. Oh, yeah. Midwest.
God, he got me.
Yeah, same thing.
when are we gonna go to the city? Out of curiosity,
Friday.
we're going to. Okay, so
Friday.
I'm just saying this now. If anyone's going to Boston, I'm gonna do another board hunt in the
Oh,
city,
hell yeah.
You hit one in D.C.?
Washington D.C., in front of the American History Museum.
Nice. Someone
I
found
love
it too,
it.
right?
Someone found it.
Nice.
And it's funny because the person who was messaging me that wanted to get it, he was like, "Is it still there?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still standing next to it, and we're just watching and seeing who's gonna get it." Right?
Yeah.
Someone else messaged like 5 minutes later, like, "I got it," and I was like, "Oh, it's gone. Someone else took it."
Damn.
So
that's
I want to.
cold.
I want to do the same thing wherever I go, whether it's
Yeah.
for vacation or for fingerboarding.
Damn.
I'm just gonna hide
Hide one at Rendezvous.
in VOUS.
We did that
In
with
VOUS.
Maple Wheels. We hit it and we recorded the person finding it.
Damn.
It was pretty fun.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I might do one in the city, one in VOUS, and one in FBCON.
Beautiful.
That'll be fun.
Beautiful.
Nice.
What are we doing for the rest of the day, guys? Quick overview.
Another podcast.
Oh, Etchy Pod. We're doing the Etchy
Ooh,
Pod.
that's an exciting
Shout
one.
out Josh. He's
Love
going
you,
to be here in a
Josh.
little bit.
Miss you.
We got your not another setup video. That's
Wait,
going-
why am I doing one?
You are doing one and Christian's doing one. I already did
well,
one.
because I mean,
We're friends.
yeah,
We're friends. Nothing,
We're friends.
you don't have to, nobody.
Yeah,
needs to think,
there's nothing,
No,
you know.
mm-mm.
Nothing
We're
out of the
not-
ordinary.
Yeah, we're not
But,
hiding anything.
just a lot of content and fingerboarding. It's kind of our lives.
I love it. That is.
Fingerboarding.
At some point, we got to go eat again
Yeah.
because I'm hungry. Yo, is that Josh?
Yes,
Josh
yes.
is here.
Is
I
that
think.
Josh?
Yeah. Oh no, it's this is our
It's Bauer. Bauer?
yeah, it's Bauer.
What's up, Bauer?
I love it.
That's our
Camera died.
Camera died.
guitarist,
That's
and
all right.
Camera's dead.
Yo, we've
Okay.
been filming for 50 minutes though. That's a
Let's
solid
go.
battery.
Just going for
All right,
30.
you know what? Bigspin Podcast, live podcast with Christian from Kalye, Jakepfb, Instagram Live. Thank you so much. We're going to be filming another one of these when we get to Boston to talk about the trip.
Yep.
Tons of podcasts coming up, tons of content coming up. Thanks so much. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. Yeah, what Jake said. See ya. Bye.
Did you not play the outro?